This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now with local real estate expert Harvey Blankfeld.
Where we want to educate you about our market, empower you to make wise decisions, and help you engage with our expert contributors. I wanted to talk to you about, now, John and I just had an elaborate conversation about buyers being prepared to go out and buy a home and some of the things they need to do in advance of that. There's some pitfalls to buyers if they don't do that. There's some problems for them if they don't do that, and you've seen that, I'm sure, in the course of doing business.
You know, what's interesting is, today we are in a lower inventory market. And when you're in a lower inventory market, I think what you guys were talking about was so key because the time a buyer needs to take the time to really understand and ask themselves those questions. What am I looking for? What do I want? And take the time to really get inside yourself because now's not the time to figure it out and you don't want surface, answers. You want to really think about it. Wait a minute, what is important? Because in a low inventory market, when you do find the home that comes closest to fitting your needs, you need to move on it.
Yeah, good properties don't linger.
Correct. Right. And so now's not the time to figure it out.
Sure.
You need to have figured it out prior. And hitting kind of another aspect of this is, the power of negotiation. You have two choices. You can do your very best to set yourself up to be in the best negotiation ability for you and what you're trying to create, or you can lessen that.
Yeah.
And these types of scenarios, you can't forget, we're dealing with people. Yes, you're buying a home, but you're dealing with people, on the other side. And you want to think about that. So me knowing I've done my homework, knowing I have clarity, the other person understanding that. I mean, this may sound silly, but writing that letter in a low inventory market and showing a picture of your family with the pets.
Right.
That are going to be, because
here's why I want your house.
Correct. Your home is
Powerful.
important to us. This is special. Let me tell you a little bit about us and why this is an important purchase to us. You know what? Don't ever forget the power of that, because you can assume, they're just going to make a decision
Real
on
estate's
money.
Emotional.
Yeah, it is emotional. Here's another, what I advise the listeners, specifically the buyers, be able to answer this question. Okay.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay. And hopefully your realtor will ask you this, okay? What neighborhood do you want to live in? Okay? And it might be more than one, but what neighborhood? Be able to answer that question, because specifically in a low inventory market, what you give the proper realtor, the proper realtor is the power to say, okay, I don't have to just depend on the MLS and follow the herd, though I'm going to use the MLS to its fullest ability. I'm also going to be innovative. And I'm going to find you properties that no one else has found yet because they're not on the market yet.
Right.
Give your realtor a chance because you have clarity that, those three neighborhoods are really our faves. What we're seeing is, it's getting more and more hyper local. And it's the need for a complete picture, a complete presentation is getting more and more important. So to your point there is, if I have a purchaser, and I am truly being authentic, make sure what you're sending out tells such a complete story that, guess what? It's easy to verify because I ain't messing around.
Right.
I've got this isn't a 2-paragraph, hey, I've got buyers for your neighborhood, like you get the robocalls of, hey, I just bought in your neighborhood and I'm looking for another home, and they're making just robocalls to any neighborhood.
Sure. Yep.
So all that kind of stuff, you as the consumer can really get past that. All right, as long as the person telling you that story is giving you the full picture.
This has been Las Vegas Real Estate Now. Thanks for listening. And remember to tune in every Saturday at 11 a.m. on 101.5 FM, 720 AM KDWN.